Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Cincinnati man, I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We are here to talk about. We just finished Titanic. It was my first time ever watching it.
Mm-hmm.
How did do you think I enjoyed this movie?
Yeah, you were entertained, to say the least.
Oh, and
I think
also
you went on a emotional roller coaster.
I will say this: we watched it, and it's going to be uploaded on YouTube, the full 3 hours. Hello, everyone. In fact, it was not out. I did upload it yesterday, and YouTube blocked it. Well, Paramount Pictures blocked it because you could barely hear the audio in it. You could hear it, but it was very um, bootleg sound. It sounded like it was from far away, and they didn't like that. I'm appealing it. Hopefully, I'll know something within the next 30 days. If not, I mean, it'll be lost to the archives unless I start a Patreon or something. But I don't know. So it is what it is. But we got this review. Thank you for joining me. Now back to your regularly scheduled Cincinnati man and sister review. Come hang out. We also watched Casablanca. Did we put Psycho up? I think we put Psycho up. I forgot. You don't pay attention to playlists. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that we watched together on here. I will say this: this is my first and last time watching Titanic. I don't know who in the world. Remember, it was the highest grossing thing since until like Avatar did it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes and watches this over and over again? This is it's an excellent movie.
Mm-hmm.
But they still could. It was, yeah, you could take some parts out of it. When people be like, oh no, you could, yeah, you could, yeah, you could, yeah, you could. Like man, I was so mad at Rose. And y'all thinking, oh, it's because they could have been on the door together. No, I was mad at her from the beginning because she was a jerk. Also, she did nothing to be charming except Leo accepted for her how she was. Think about it. She didn't do anything different, did she?
Different in terms of what?
As in she's still rough around the edges. She was still with it, whatever. Yeah. When we was watching, I screamed out loud when Billy Zane character, I could not remember his name, but Billy Zane character,
something with an H,
slapped her. Mm-hmm. You looked at me like, why you laugh? Because you could tell he hit women. I was like, he hits women. It was just a weird thing. You ever met somebody who was like, you look like you hit women?
No.
Okay. Anyway. Or like you look like you just felt somebody was a bad person. Like you look like you
felt people were bad people, but
how about emotionally abusive? Like I can't prove this stuff, so I ain't gonna say no names. Nothing. Like I think it was this person because the other person got to confirm it. Okay, this is going too far. Anyway, let's see.
Speaking of Billy Zane, what were your thoughts on his character? Because it seemed like you was riding with him.
No. Okay, look. Okay, this is what I think. Anybody who watched this movie and said this is true love and this is how relationships is, you're out of your freaking mind. They found their love They let their love get in the way of common sense. As in this, Jack would have been alive, not if Rose would let him on the boat. Y'all are ignorant to be like, oh, they could have both fit on it. You ever went kayaking? Have you ever been on a single boat thing? Have you ever done anything where you had to maintain balance and if somebody jumped on it or tried to grab it, it'll flip over immediately? You know, even in the 2-person one, it's still deadly and dangerous. This ain't as easy as you think. And if you haven't, try it and get back to me. But the thing is this, their stupidity for how much they cared about themselves is the reason why Jack died, because they should have stuck to a better plan. They should have said, we'll meet after. Instead of holding hands triumphantly, flirting around. You knew it was trouble. You knew immediately when you did that, dude was going to retaliate.
Meet how?
Jack, I am confident that Jack would have found a way off the boat from the very beginning when he found out it was sinking.
Okay, and then he got off the boat. She got off the boat. How would they meet again?
They would meet. They would have made a pact with each other. We're gonna meet because they fell in love. Remember they had sex. He was trembling. Oh, I hold you. I was soft. Anyway, I'll tell you, man. You know it's funny when everybody talk about masculine, like how men ain't masculine or anything like that. Their heads would explode if that scene was out today. They'd be like, see, they trying to emasculate all men. Anyway, you were talking about how they would. I will see you after we get off the boat. I'm talking about before it was about to sink. Before it was about to sink, the plan was to be together, right? Before they knew it was sinking.
Mm.
They should have never went in there like that. Like, we're going to be together no matter what. That dude was crazy. She knew what type of guy she was. He didn't know. She knew him better than him. It is her fault with that, and it's his fault for following her. I'll tell you. So, yeah, it wasn't Rose's fault about the door. It was Rose's fault about the execution in order to be in love. The reason why I was very upset at this movie was because of that. Because the recklessness of falling in love and not thinking about how to get there, how to be together.
I think
they were just messy. They were just messy.
Would you have it all together if your ship was sinking?
No, I'm talking about leading up to it.
Oh.
No. Everything leading up. No, I'm talking about everything leading up to it. They should have had a better execution of the plan. What else? But that's my main takeaway for that. Yeah, so
did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. I would never watch this shit again, though. I'm not watching. I don't want no more parts of this. This was emotionally horrible. Oh, yeah. And for all of y'all talking about how awesome Jack was, Jack wanted to spit. He got beer thrown on his girl. He didn't care. He just la. They just disgusted. They disgusted.
They were
and then on top
themselves.
of that,
Jack
draws pornos.
No,
he draws pornos. I was 100% shocked when it was like, okay, we saw the boob, old Rose saw herself, and I was like, please look. I was like, when she saw a picture of herself, she's like, ooh, I look good. You could tell in her eyes. Then when she was retelling the story, and she had Alzheimer's, I was afraid she was gonna take her clothes off again. I was like, please don't. We don't need to see that, Rose. You're like 192 years old. We don't need to see none of that. So then, on top of that, then he finally sits down with her. She's like, oh, what's in that book? And she looking through the book. Boobs. I was like, what? I'm like, he's an erotic artist. Can he draw anything but boobs? And then she saw some pictures. She's like, whoa. And I was like, why her face look like that? She had that look on her face. And he was like, oh, yeah, the girl had a sense of humor. What kind of freakiness was that?
Because he said it was a one-legged prostitute.
Nah, it wasn't.
No, I mean, he drew a picture of her.
Yeah, disgusting. And this reminded me of when we watched Rebel Without a Cause, and James Dean was acting all goofy in it, and women was like,
he was not acting goofy.
Oh, he's so awesome. So I say again, is this your king? Is this y'all king?
He was inebriated.
And this is y'all cool, Mr. Cool. He playing with action figures on the ground and drunk. Ooh, and I'm like, women really like, oh, that's James Dean. Like, really? Really? Some inebriated bum.
He wasn't a bum. He looked
like a bum. He covered in trash, and he playing with toys.
He had on a nice suit and tie, or shirt and tie.
Looking like a bum. All wrinkled it all up. So, Jack is y'all king.
And I say, why you worried about it? If you don't like him like that, if he don't tickle your fancy,
And then you had to admit, in the middle of us watching it, you're going to be like, well, who's your sex symbol? I'm like, it wasn't a man.
Well, we don't know.
And then you was like, what woman? I was like, dang, I don't know. Oh, when I was a kid, you know who I liked when I was a kid? But she wasn't a sex symbol, though. I had a crush on Melissa Joan Hart from Spring the Teenage Witch. Okay. Anyway, we gone. We out. Unless you have is there?
I'm sorry, that was so random.
Yeah, she went. Yeah, I was just thinking. I thought of a crush.
Yeah.
As far as her throwing away stop laughing at me. Anyway, as far as Rose throwing away the diamond, that annoyed me. You thought I was gonna go off, but
yeah.
Nah, I was just like, she could have sold it in spite of him to the black market or something and get money for her family.
Mm.
Also, another thing that annoyed me was they could at least showed her. He said, "I hope you have many kids." The only thing they showed was that one great granddaughter. I'm like, in those photos, you didn't have to show her whoever she married, but you could have showed her with a bunch of kids. That would have been cute because he said, "Have a bunch of kids, have a family." And then we saw her be Amelia Earhart. Then we saw her be, I don't know, she don't know, like she was on an adventure on a horse. I don't
He
know,
told her to live her life, so she did.
but yeah. So I enjoyed myself. I would never watch this movie again. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, and everybody want to talk about, oh, true love. If this is all I'm gonna say to anyone who's trying to find true love, find somebody single. And if they ain't single, hopefully y'all don't be on some Titanic situation where y'all kind of fight through it. Hopefully it goes a lot smoother than that. Cause no, like people watch this stuff with all this horrible stuff that happens and they ended up together. All this shit's stressful. This shit is stressful. And guess what? And if it don't work, you're really messed up. I don't know. I'm mad at you because you thought I was looking at it. I ain't mad at you. I'm making a joke, but you thought I was looking at it from the Billy Zane point of view. No, I'm looking at it from. I was not looking at it from that point of view.
You was cheering.
No.
Telling them to.
Nah, he should have fought him though because as in like anyway. But it was I was annoyed how he was just letting that stuff go, and not confronting him. But he was a rich prick, so whatever. Okay, we're done. Everyone, take care. I am Cincinnati Man. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out anything else on my channel. We've done Joker review. We watched that Batman animated series on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Did you do something else recently? Listen to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Watch Power.
Oh, we've been watching Power. We watched it. Well, we finally watched that 4th season together. Yeah. We had to finish it. But anyway, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.